is something that you never get over. There's no surgery to fix it, no rehab that'll fix it. Nothing will change it. My name's Glen Jantzen. I'm a custom silage harvester. My oldest son, Justin, had the opportunity to take an unpaid leave of absence. He'd worked 7 years at a factory as a welder. And so he told my brother that he'd help him run the silage cutter. Toward the end of the season, we were pretty well done. Had a few cleanup jobs, small jobs, not too far from home. We were only running one machine. Justin was going to do something else that day. He was bored. So he thought, well, he'd just run over to where they were chopping. It was about 40 miles away. And he run over there, and I don't know, him and the operator were sitting there together, and they finished a field up. And Justin had his pickup sitting over on the edge of this field, and they parked close to the edge of the field, and they both stopped for a nature break, and they were going to move to a different field just to cross the fence line, basically. It wasn't even across the road. Justin was going to go home and do something, and the operator got back in the... Justin had already left, he thought, because Justin left before he went back up the steps, and so he jumped back in the cutter and took off, and cutter just like behind me, and turned a little bit to turn into the next field, and nobody really, nobody knew anything, and one of the truck drivers was, well, maybe 100 feet away, and he was entering something doing something, and he looked up, and Justin was laying on the ground, and nobody could figure out why, and he didn't move. So they went over, and he was still conscious. You could tell by the tracks that the back wheel of the chopper had run over him. We got a call from our operator that there'd been an accident. He did say, well, he was still alert and talking. They flew him to Lincoln, and they worked and they worked and they worked on him. They put him out right away. I never did have a chance to talk to him. His wife and my wife went back and talked to him just briefly, or seen him before the surgery. They weren't able to save him. He died. They kind of got everything fixed up, but his heart couldn't take it anymore. He passed away. But I want to tell you how much something like that changes your family. He had 2 kids, a girl and a boy. They were 4 and 8 when this happened. My grandson was always along with Justin. He'd come over, see him all the time. Now I don't see him a whole lot anymore. It's really important to keep in mind how big this equipment is, how limited your visibility is. You got to remember that if you can't see everybody, you don't move, ever. One moment's inattention caused a final fatal accident, and nothing will ever be the same again. Nothing will ever be the same. It changes everything, and it changes it forever.